Hey there, guys and gals, and all my pals. Welcome back here to Outfits Garage. As you can see, we're on the road. Got up this morning, wasn't feeling real good. Still not feeling 100%. But in here with Mama Outfit. She's over here. She probably don't want to be on camera, but she'll probably make me edit that out. But anyway, she wanted to come down here to Griffithville and get some eggs. She knows somebody down here she's going to get a few extra eggs from. And anyway, we're going to do that, and I'm going to go back to the house. So thought I'd get out and get me some sunshine. Maybe it'd make me feel a little better. But anyway, we worked on the motor last night. Was doing a live, and my camera battery ran down, and couldn't complete the live. But I still need to do a little bit of clearancing on the rods and the main, so I'm gonna do a little bit there with they're going to polish a little bit more on my crankshaft for me, and possibly polish a little bit on my rod journals, and see if we can't get a little bit of extra clearance, plus maybe get some bearings that we can get some extra clearance with. So I think Rick down there told me, he said he had a half set of thousandths over, so that'd be a half thousandths for me. That'll help, and if I need to, I'll just buy a whole set, and I'll nothing else replace those with his. So, but we'll get there when we get there. But main thing is getting enough oil clearance in your bearings, especially if you're going to be running hard like what we're going to be doing. So have plenty of oil in there to keep from galling your bearings up. I did that on one motor one time. I didn't realize what I was doing. It was early on in my engine building stuff, and I messed it up, and I learned me a lesson. So anyway, kind of an expensive lesson. You know how it is to mess a motor up. So anyway, I make sure I try to get enough clearance in them now so that they get oil. But anyway, I'm gonna get off here, and we'll get back with you after a while. Maybe later on this evening, maybe I'll be feeling better. Maybe get out in the shop and do something. We'll be back with you in a little bit. Hey there, guys and gals, and all my pals. Welcome back here to Outfits Garage. We are in the process of assembly. Look at here, look at here. If you watched my live, you'll see that we got a rotating assembly together. This thing feels real nice. I think it's going to be a really nice little motor. It's nothing special, of course. I mean, it's just as simple a motor as you can get. A little 355, as you can see right there, 30 over. It's going to be my little motor for that car right there. Got my head gaskets hanging right there. I put some copper coat on them, and I'm not going to put my heads on just yet. I'm going to get everything dialed in on the front. I'd like to get my cam, get that put in, and all of that, and then we will get it a pan on it. I've got my oil pump on already. Trying to think of what else. As soon as I get my camshaft, I can get that in there. get everything started, get everything lined up. Timing chain, this is going to come off. This is a stock piece. I'm going to put a double roller timing chain on it, and it'll be just fine. So anyhow, that's what we got going. Also, I'm going to show you what we got on our suspension. You may not be able to see, but we're getting closer on this stuff. We've got our pull bar. Everything's just mocked up right now, but the rear end is solid. I haven't, right there's our spring buckets, but they will go right here. But I was trying to get everything set to where I can get my brackets here welded on to the housing. Then I can pull this top piece off, then that will go on both sides. Got the same thing for the other side. Right there it is. So I've got a spring right there. That's a right rear. I got to get a left rear yet for it. We got our jack bolts right here. Got that. And that right there will make the bottom. So yeah, we're getting closer. Getting closer. We've got some fittings right there so that we can get all our brakes hooked up. We've got our rev limiter. I've got some cable there. We've got our bell housing and all that flex plate in. I've got to still get a different, I need to move this one here and get just a little bit shorter one there. That's what we got to do. This side's pretty good. It's looking pretty good. I think we can still get a little bit more in that. But yeah, we're getting closer. Battery cables. That's what I was trying to get at a while ago. I've got battery cables, so I've got to get those made up. But yeah, there's my brake line. That's one reason why I got those fittings over there. I got to get this brake line put together and attach it right there. Then I'll have my brake lines ran, the hard lines ran, and then all I have to do is put my flex lines into my calipers. That will be ready. Then we'll work on our steering. Still got to get our steering together. Wiring, got to get some wiring done in here, but kind of got to get a dash built in here first. We might try to get one of those dash panels. It's already made. It's kind of curved, make it a little nicer. I don't know. We'll just have to see. I think he's got one made somewhere that he's going to try to put in it. But anyway, that's where we're at on. All right, as you can see, we've got a front cover on it. That means we've got a camshaft in it. Got that on it. We have got an oil pan on it. We got a head gasket here, and on this side, we've got head bolts. We're in the process of putting heads on this thing, and it's getting late on me, so I'm going to shut off tonight. A lot of people was concerned about seeing rust in these holes. It wasn't no big deal. It had set and got a little bit of surface rust in them. I ran a tap through them. Ain't no problem. All of them was good and free and clean anyway. So that'll settle your mind on that just a little bit. And some people said it had a little bit of scoring in the cylinders. No, we didn't bore this motor. It was already bored, and we didn't, all we did was honed it just a little bit and called it good, because it is what it is. Ain't that right, Doug?
That's it.
So.
And there's nothing in there that concerns anybody that we've had it to.
Yeah,
Machine shop.
They said hone it and run it. So it, you know, a lot of people get concerned about stuff that doesn't really make that much difference. So anyhow, it is what it is, and we're getting our heads on. These are just basic 487 heads. No, they're not the best heads in the world, but for the class that we're running in, this is the best head that we can get. So, but anyhow, we got another one sitting over there on the bench, ready to go, and we'll be putting it on just as soon as tomorrow gets around. But anyway, that's what we got going on this here project. But go back and check out my live that I did. It had been Tuesday night. Tonight's Tuesday night yet. I just got this done here, the rotating assembly, and I did a live video with that on showing all of that. I mean, the camera was a little bit back. That's the only way I could get everything in the screen. So that's why we had to do it. But anyway, I'm gonna get on off here, guys, and I might come back for another episode or another part of this episode. I don't know, but don't really know yet. So I might come back part 3 on this engine build. So I'm sure there'll be another part or 2 to it. So we'll get that done, and we'll catch you then. This is Russell here saying God bless you. We'll see you in a bit.